This is to be a conversation, certainly not anything so formal as a lecture. And what we're going to talk about is Othello, Shakespeare's play and the film I made of it. And that sounds rather arrogant, doesn't it? Just naming the two in the same sentence. The truth is, of course, that by any real standard of worth, comparison is not merely impossible, it's absurd. The play is something more than a masterpiece. It stands through the centuries as one of the great monuments of Western civilization. You pick an arbitrary figure, 12. Name 12 plays which could be called great. Othello must be one of those 12. And of that 12, at least 9, which is another arbitrary figure, are by Shakespeare. That leaves 3 in our list for all the other writers who ever lived. Is that putting it too strongly? Well, raise it to 5. You can't go higher than that. And Shakespeare remains immortally number 1. Among all dramatists, the first, the greatest poet. In terms of sheer accomplishment, very possibly our greatest man. So, where does that leave a mere movie maker? Nowhere. Nowhere at all. Unless we leave out all comparisons and consider that my Othello, based upon, adapted from, and inspired by William Shakespeare's tragedy, has some little right to be considered on whatever merit it may presume to have as a movie. As a movie. And yet, if merits there be, this is not at all the conversation, or am I the conversationalist to treat with them? Don't imagine for a moment that I'm pretending to be modest. It's just my fixed conviction that critical opinions about one's own work should be left to others. Is my movie Othello good or bad, flawless or flawed, a masterpiece or a mess? It's been vigorously, even viciously attacked, denigrated and dismissed, and also praised, sometimes quite extravagantly. I don't know your opinion, and I won't tell you mine.